Hello, everyone. This is John Holberg. I would like to welcome you to our webinar this evening. This is a business opportunity with an interactive webinar. If you're not familiar with webinars, let me explain how they work. Anyone, anywhere in the world with an internet connection can see exactly what you're seeing right now. Before we get started, let us give a few tips. On the right side of your screen, we have both a public and private chat rooms. You can feel free to type something in there and then post it. I just sent you one right now. You'll see John there. It says, please add the name of the person that invited you in the chat box. So if you'd all take a minute right now and just type in your chat box there down on the bottom, there should be an area for you to just type in, say hello and who invited you. We would appreciate that. And I'll keep talking while you do that. We have 3 game changers that we'll be discussing here tonight. Unique product, a great compensation plan, and a corporation with a tremendous infrastructure and vision. First of all, the corporation, Synergy Worldwide. And literally with the product that we have, and you see right there, ProArgi9 Plus, we're out to leave a legacy and literally save a heart every day. When you see all the benefits of this product, it blew my mind. So that's why my wife and I got involved. You'll see that ProArgi9 Plus is the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world. That's in the physician's desk reference, which is the PDR. And we even put, it started in 2014. It was entered in there. And then it even shows the page number. So if you're interested in look it up, feel free to do that. Goals of this presentation. Why did we get involved with this unique heart healthy product? What is new in heart health, stroke, diabetes, anti-aging? And actually, since I got started, the list continues on and on. It's amazing. Why is this such a tremendous business opportunity? Folks, we're not trying to convince anybody or trying to get people involved in something. We are offering an opportunity for you to become involved with us. We are very excited about what we have our hands on. And we're going to start with friends and family first and then reach out to other folks. And we invite you to do the same thing. My name is John Holberg, and there's a picture of my beautiful wife, Jackie. We've been married over 41 years, coming up on 42. She's been a registered nurse since 1974. We have 2 kids that are awesome. We have 5 awesome grandkids. I personally graduated from the University of Michigan and have degrees in finance and accounting. And I retired from General Motors in 2001 to pursue business opportunities. And when I seen this business opportunity, this literally is the best opportunity I've ever seen that I've looked at since probably 1990. And I looked at a bunch of different things, and this literally is the best by far. A friend of mine, Skip Webb, asked if I'd ever heard of ProArgi9. We were at a Sunday school, a Bible study class, actually, on a Wednesday evening. I had absolutely no clue what he was talking about. He mentioned this ProArgi9 and that it just went in the PDR for the first time. And the only thing I was familiar with was the PDR, not ProArgi9, because my wife had this great big thick red book back since 1974, which literally is the doctor's Bible on looking up medications and drugs. And you cannot buy your way into that. And I knew that. So you had to have something in order to be in there. Again, you'll see this statement from me because this is the most important thing about ProArgi9 that gives it so much credibility, and it is literally the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world. We all know people that have heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on, and they are all killers. And when you see what this product does, you'll be blown away by it. Plus, it's the only product I've ever seen like this that gives us a business opportunity backed by so much clinical research and such a strong statement from such a prestigious book as the PDR. Skip.
My name's Skip Webb, and we want to welcome those who have joined us tonight on the webinar. My wife Karen and I, we've been married for 36 years, just celebrated our anniversary on the 30th of September. We've got 5 kids, Steve, Mike, Nick, Kate, and Chris. The last 4 of which are in college. And one of the reasons I got involved in this, I graduated from Walsh College with a BA in Business Administration. and a minor in finance. I heard about this product from Kevin Darden, and Kevin and I, we go to church together. He knew I was having some health issues. I had been diagnosed with diabetes, and he put me on to ProArgi9. And I'll tell you what, this product has been phenomenal for me. It has really helped change my lifestyle. I've lost 65 pounds. I'm not diabetic anymore. My cholesterol went from 183 to 102, and my pressure went from 175 to 100, over 100 to 116 over 72. And folks, I don't like to take medication. So it is really, really nice to me to find some supplement that I can take that just doesn't have the side effects that other meds have. Why did I get involved? Well, I want to help other people become healthier, just like Kevin helped me to become healthier with this product. I want to help, save a heart a day, because this product does reverse heart disease, and you're going to see that in the upcoming presentation that we have. And lastly, I want to help people gain some financial independence, and there's that opportunity to be able to do that. And I'll turn it over to Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Skip. Thanks, John. My name is Kevin Darden. I've been married to my bride, Carrie, for almost 28 years. Next month, it'll be 28 years. We have two great sons. Both of them are in their 20s, Christopher and Matthew. Carrie has been a copywriter ever since she's been out of college. That's her first passion. She's also a web administrator. I've probably been a salesman most of my life, a team organizer, definitely somebody who likes to organize things, and I'm also a business owner. Right now I'm working in the social media. I'm doing marketing and SEO, which is search engine optimization. Now you might want to know how I got involved. I've been following Pastor Lindsey Williams for a few years, and I would occasionally listen to a couple of things when he would be talking on the radio. And this time when I was listening, he was talking about the state of our healthcare in the United States. And he happened to be telling a funny story about Henry Kissinger, and how Henry Kissinger is in such good health at 92 years old that he can sprint away from reporters. And Lindsey went on to talk about presidents and world leaders and how they have access to medicine that a lot of us do not. And so Lindsey has had the opportunity to talk to a lot of world leaders. Anyhow, one of his friends had suggested, he get a checkup. And during that checkup, the doctor had mentioned a product called ProArgi9 Plus. And he described how it helped him and his wife. So I decided, hey, I'll do the research. And what I found is phenomenal. Now it's your turn to discover ProArgi9 Plus.
We have a tremendous product with ProArgi9. We have a great distribution and manufacturing system in place. The following presentation will give you an overview of the product benefits and the business opportunity side. You folks are the missing piece. We're building a network, a distribution network for this product and several other products that go along with it. And within that distribution network, we are simply looking for people that are looking to do more. Okay? And that's why we're holding this presentation. Let's build a case for ProArgi9. Why are we so excited about it? Okay? When you see this short bits and pieces of information, I think you'll be excited too. First video will be on your heart. The second one will be our blood vessels. The third one is the production of nitric oxide. The fourth, nitric oxide, the miracle molecule. It won a Nobel Prize just a few short years ago, and I think that'll be very impressive to you. Your amazing heart. It's the center of our cardiovascular system. How does it work? How do our blood vessels work? What about cardiovascular disease? And what about the body, the whole vast network of our circulatory system? Let's watch the video.
At the center of our cardiovascular system is the heart. It beats approximately 100,000 times per day. Without time off or a vacation, your heart will beat about 35 million times in a year. Even at rest, the muscles of the heart work hard, twice as hard as the leg muscles of a person sprinting. During an average lifetime, the human heart will beat more than 2.5 billion times. Your heart pumps nearly 1,800 gallons of blood throughout your body every 24 hours. That equals 657,000 gallons per year. During an average lifetime, the heart pumps about 1 million barrels of blood, enough to fill more than 3 supertankers. Cardiovascular disease affects not only the heart, but also the miles of blood vessels throughout the body. If you were to lay all of the blood vessels in your body end to end, they would extend for 100,000 miles. Think of it. Your vascular network is equal to 4 times the circumference of the earth. Yet if you're like most people, you have probably not given much thought to the vast network of blood vessels that run throughout your body.
Isn't that amazing? It was shocking to me when I first seen that video and seen what our whole body and how unique it is, and how much we can have within us. It's really awesome. Hey, our blood vessels are more important than anyone realized. Is there a lack of knowledge out there today? Going through this, you'll do your homework, you'll find that there's a tremendous lack of knowledge. Can this really heal heart disease? How do my blood vessels work? What about plaque buildup in my arteries? Can we get away from drugs and surgery and the body's vast network? Let's watch this video.
Surprisingly, most doctors and cardiologists know very little about blood vessels and vascular disease. Out of the 130 accredited MD granting U.S. medical schools, there are only about a dozen where vascular medicine is taught. Yet breakthrough discoveries, including the Nobel Prize in Medicine, have unequivocally revealed that blood vessels are much more important than anyone ever realized. Wherever blood flows in your body, it flows through blood vessels. Atherosclerosis is the buildup of plaque on the insides of your arteries. Without proper circulation, our cells starve and don't get the necessary energy and information they need to perform correctly. When this happens, every disease known to man may be generated. Medical professionals used to think that plaque would accumulate in the arteries until it completely closed them. That's not correct. We now know that when plaque becomes large and brittle, it can crack and rupture. The crack, like any other cut, and the body clots to stop the bleeding. However, when a clot occurs in the arteries, the result can be catastrophic. We now know that the body is capable of healing itself. Damaged and blocked vessels can open up and function normally again without drugs or surgery. However, as mentioned, most doctors know very little about blood vessels and vascular disease. Instead, they are trained in cardiovascular medicine, heavily influenced by Big Pharma. Cardiologists spend much of their time concentrating on the heart as a pump. They learn the skills to perform bypass surgery. About 500,000 bypass surgeries are performed in the United States each year, making it one of the most commonly performed major operations. Cardiologists also learn the skills of catheter-based interventions, performing angioplasties and putting in stents. The procedure, introduced in 1977, has grown into an $8 billion a year industry in the USA alone. In 2001, almost 2 million angioplasties were performed worldwide, making angioplasty the most common medical intervention in the world.
Isn't that amazing when they're talking about plaque buildup in your blood vessels? Because I always thought that's what caused a heart attack. You literally build up plaque until your vessel was shut down, and then your heart wasn't getting any blood through that artery. So it's amazing to see how things really work, isn't it? Hey, in this video, we have really neat information on the Nobel Prize in 1998, where nitric oxide was discovered. How does our body produce it? What is the endothelium? They'll be talking about that. They'll talk about 20,000 medical studies and how nitric oxide keeps our vessels free of this plaque. And it's the strongest natural relaxant in the human body. And what is the best self-defense against heart attack and stroke? Let's watch the video.
As mentioned, in 1998, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded for the discovery of a molecule produced in the lining of the blood vessels that keeps them free of plaque. This miracle molecule has been the topic of more than 20,000 medical studies since 1980. The molecule is nitric oxide. The lining of the blood vessels that produces nitric oxide is called the endothelium. It is the innermost layer of tissue that lines the blood vessel. The endothelium is only one cell layer thick. It is so razor thin that it cannot be seen by the human eye. Yet it has the surface area of 8 tennis courts. When you consider that the endothelium lines all 100,000 miles of our blood vessels. Amazingly, if all the endothelial cells in the body were lumped together, they would weigh as much as the liver. The production of nitric oxide is tightly controlled by the tissue that the vessel serves. When the smooth muscle cells that surround the blood vessels are constricted, nerve stimulation signals the endothelium to create and release small amounts of nitric oxide directly where it is needed. As a signaling molecule and as a gas, nitric oxide will diffuse freely through cell membranes. Nitric oxide signals the smooth muscle cells to relax and to open up. By causing blood vessels to open up, nitric oxide increases blood flow through them. Nitric oxide is the strongest natural relaxant of blood vessels. The nitric oxide produced in the endothelium is your body's best self-defense against heart attack and stroke. It has been said that you are only as old as your endothelium. A healthy endothelium is slick like Teflon. By contrast, an unhealthy endothelium is sticky like Velcro, causing plaque to attach. When plaque does not stick, clots don't form, blood vessels don't harden, and you won't die from a heart attack or stroke.
All right, let's move on to the last video here. Can heart disease really be reversed? And what is the most important discovery ever in the prevention of heart disease? The amino acid L-arginine. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's take a look at it. L-arginine is a nitric oxide producer. It reverses cholesterol buildup in your arteries. And nitric oxide keeps your blood vessels free of plaque.
The amino acid L-arginine is the source the endothelium uses to create nitric oxide. L-arginine is a nitric oxide producer and high-potency antioxidant that has power to reverse the buildup of cholesterol in the arteries. The scientific evidence of the benefits of L-arginine and nitric oxide are extensive. The research at Stanford, Harvard, University of South Carolina, National Cancer Institute, National Institute of Health, as well as most cardiovascular centers throughout the world, all point to L-arginine and nitric oxide as perhaps the most important discovery ever in preventing heart disease. In addition to the overwhelming scientific proof, the clinical evidence is equally impressive. Meet Dr. Joe Prendergast. Dr. Joe, as he likes to be called, is board certified in internal medicine as well as endocrinology and metabolism. On June 4, 2008, the American Diabetes Association named Dr. Joseph Prendergast Father of the Year for 2008. At the awards dinner honoring him, Dr. Joe's wife tells the following story. 2 years ago, a letter was sent out by the hospital stating that Dr. Prendergast was no longer on the staff because he was dead. This letter proved to be an embarrassment to the hospital, as Dr. Joe was alive and well. The hospital wrongfully assumed that Dr. Joe had died because he had not admitted a single patient to the hospital in 16 years. In 1991, Dr. Joe introduced L-arginine into his medical practice. As an endocrinologist, 80% of his patients have diabetes. According to the American Diabetes Association, 2 out of 3 people with diabetes will die from heart disease and/or stroke. Prior to 1991 and the introduction of L-arginine to his practice, Dr. Joe wrote that 30% of his diabetic patients ended up seeing a cardiologist for bypass procedures. Now, 18 years and 5,000 patients later, Dr. Joe has not lost one patient to a heart attack or stroke, nor has he admitted anyone to a hospital. In addition, prior to 1991, Dr. Joe's practice kept 3 cardiologists in business with his referrals. After Dr. Joe introduced L-arginine to his patients, the referrals all ended. All 3 cardiologists went out of business and had to move to new areas to practice cardiology. In his book, Dr. Joe writes, "One of my friends and colleagues is a well-respected cardiologist. I used to refer a lot of patients to him. Recently he said to me, 'Did I do something to offend you? I've noticed that you no longer send patients to me.' I said, 'It's not you. I am not sending my patients to anyone. They don't need cardiologists because we are reversing their heart disease.'"
Hopefully the videos piqued your interest on the product side of the business. Please note we have access to a lot of other great products through Synergy Worldwide. Now let's move on to the business opportunity side. And with that, I'll turn it over to Skip Webb.
Thanks, John. I'm telling you, folks, this product is just amazing. It's just amazing. We've got the game changer in the healthcare industry. ProArgi9 is in the PDR. We have the clinical documentation for the product results. And this product really does reverse heart disease. The game changer at Synergy as well. Synergy is a rock solid American company. It's debt free. It's #1 in manufacturing, has the premier medical and scientific advisory board, and we have a global outreach in 28 different countries. But Synergy's game changer is the Mega Match. This promotes team unity, and we all work together. And in that exciting process, we help one another. But we're on the ground floor of marketing this product in the US. Now, there's 7 ways that we get paid with Synergy, but the number 5 point is the one I really want to focus in on. The Mega Match bonus. This is unique to a distribution system. There is no company worldwide that has this particular feature. Well, with that game changer, the Mega Match bonus, I'm going to now turn this over to our founder and CEO, Dan Higginson.
Hi, I'm Dan Higginson, and for the next few minutes, I'd like to reveal a few of the powerful wealth-building components to Synergy's compensation plan, something I'm very excited about. In fact, I firmly believe our compensation plan is the most rewarding in the industry, and soon you'll see why. Now, it may come as a surprise, but I haven't always been an advocate of network marketing as I am today. In fact, I was quite the opposite. I had settled into a traditional career path and saw network marketing as a business model where very few actually became successful. Through the company I worked for at the time, I began consulting for several network marketing companies. As I had the opportunity to interview top leaders in dozens of top companies, I began to understand the type of tremendous compensation that could be created in this industry. I realized that network marketing itself is a perfect business model. It allows everyday people to be individual business owners, people who wouldn't normally have such an opportunity, be it financial limitations or time constraints. Through a network marketing, individuals can build a substantial residual income while maintaining their full-time job. By helping your business partners achieve their desired level of success, you inherently become successful. In fact, if you were to compare network marketing to a traditional retail business model, the structure would look very much the same. However, network marketing removes multiple sales layers while concentrating compensation on those who actually get the product to the end consumer, which in this case is the network marketer. With network marketing, you're rewarded for your efforts and for helping others to do the same. Throughout my time consulting and interviewing industry leaders, I learned all about their frustrations and the pitfalls of the industry's most common compensation plans, the unilevel, traditional binary, and breakaway. Now let's be honest, each compensation plan had its benefits, but in my opinion, the caveats, the pitfalls, far outweighed those benefits. Once I saw the potential of the network marketing industry, I wanted to design a system that would maximize the benefits of each of these traditional compensation plans while eliminating the drawbacks. That's what I felt the industry deserved. From all these plans and a significant amount of ingenuity, we developed the first ever dual linear mega match compensation plan. With this plan, distributors were able to take advantage of its simplistic structure to maximize payout. Breakaway does not exist in Synergy's compensation plan, and its volume is literally paid out to infinity. However, the most exciting and distinguishing factor of Synergy's compensation plan is called the Mega Match, which is a lucrative bonus that applies infinitely throughout your organization. Let me explain how this works. First, you must understand that with most compensation plans out there, you can only earn commissions on so many associates wide and so many deep. The term infinite, if used, seldom holds true to its definition. However, under the Mega Match revenue, you become the personal sponsor to those individuals. As a personal sponsor, you'll receive dollar for dollar, 100% match of what these individuals produce in their basic commissions. The most dynamic aspect of the Mega Match is that it is applied infinitely, meaning it doesn't matter if the people you sponsor are 2 positions away from you or 2,000 positions away from you. Nor does it matter how many people you personally sponsor, you will still receive 100% dollar for dollar match of what they make. Now that's opportunity. So let's see how it works. Let's assume you bring 10 people into your organization and they're each making a basic commission of $500 each month. In turn, you'd be paid a matching $500 for each of those individuals each month or $5,000 monthly. Unlike any other compensation plan in the industry, Synergy's dual linear Mega Match compensation inspires cooperation and teamwork. And for the first time, you now have even more of an incentive to help your personally sponsor become successful. This no longer becomes a rat race of how many people you can recruit. This now becomes a system of sponsoring, educating, and helping your associates reach their desired level of success. During a time when the global economy is suffering, when individuals and families are fighting to make ends meet, network marketing provides a viable option for people of any education level, experience, or financial means to roll up their sleeves, get to work, and earn a substantial income. In a featured article published in the Wall Street Journal regarding this industry, it says, in 2010, direct selling companies generated over $125 billion in revenue in 150 countries through more than 75 million men and women who are changing lives by serving others. Through network marketing, and more specifically through Synergy Worldwide, we are impacting lives around the world. Individuals and families are improving their financial situation while enhancing their health. Together, we are inspiring optimism for tomorrow while leaving a legacy for generations to come. If you'd like to find out more about this opportunity with Synergy Worldwide, we invite you to contact the person that introduced you to this information.
Thanks, Dan. As you can see, we have something really special, product-wise and business. But timing is everything. Timing truly is everything. We are on the ground floor of marketing this product in the United States. As John said earlier, you're the independent team member, you're the missing piece. And we are going to ask Brian Holt to talk about the timing of this opportunity, followed by a short audio clip from Dan again that we took from a small conference call. We're going to play that for you right now.
That we're first to market with the timing in the marketplace with this. But what about timing within the company? What about the timing within the company of Synergy itself? Did you know that in any given market, the first 150,000 distributors in a market are considered to be ground floor for that company? Well, folks, we have a minuscule few thousand distributors in Synergy North America that are active. Now, that number is growing fast, but I want you to understand the impeccable timing that you have with this opportunity. With ProArgi9 Plus being projected to be a multi-billion-dollar product annually worldwide, and with Synergy's annual sales projected at 6 to 8 billion annually, this is an opportunity to get involved with something that is bigger than anything that you can imagine. Synergy is poised, in my opinion, to go into vertical growth in the next 12 to 14 months, or otherwise known as critical mass and momentum. And those people that get involved at this stage and work hard to build a business have an absolute ground floor opportunity with the opportunity to create millions in residual income. And those that get involved here on the ground floor level have the opportunity with hard work to absolutely change their lives financially as they change the lives and bless other people's lives, bringing this product to them, bringing value and service to them. Don't miss this opportunity.
Folks, September, October, November, the three of what I call the B months of network marketing. They're unbelievable prep months. They're unbelievable months to get moving in the right direction. We have a little lull in December, and then guess what? January, February, and March is when guys are on base and you either hit the RBI or the Grand Slam home run or you strike out. I'm telling you right now, you're coming in the best 6 months of network marketing right now. You're coming out of the toughest month in network marketing history, which is July and August. You have everything at your fingertips. Run with it and go get it.
Well, as you can hear from Brian and Dan, I mean, the timing of this is exceptional. You have a phenomenal opportunity here, folks. And we, Kevin, John, and myself, really do want to help you in any way possible that we can help you with the product and or the business. But I'm going to get a little personal on this again. My testimony was that I was considered diabetic with an A1C score of 13.8, 7.0, meaning that you were normal. So I was considered type 2 diabetic. Changing some diet, taking this product in less than 6 months, my A1C score went down to 6.3. Folks, I'm no longer diabetic. Went right out that night, got a double lemon meringue pie and just enjoyed myself immensely with that because I could. And it was a nice thing. And my wife said, well, you're diabetic. And no, I'm not. I just got the blood results back and it was a cool feeling. I don't take medications. I just don't do it. And when my blood pressure a year ago was 175 over 100, I didn't take blood pressure medicine. Started taking this product with Kevin's help and getting me started with the product. I'm now at a solid 112 over 72. And you saw by my picture right there on the screen right now, I'm not a little fella. Okay, I'm a fairly big guy. And my pressure is good. My cholesterol went from 183 to 103. But know this, cholesterol has a function in the body. It's out there for tissue repair. And if it's in your blood system, it's not out doing its function, which is tissue repair. And mine's now out doing what it's supposed to do. Hopefully eliminating all that tissue you see on my picture there. Folks, ProArgi9 has made a significant difference for me. We sincerely want you to join our team. And by promoting this healthy lifestyle for your family and your friends and others, you can leave a legacy for health and finances. But I'm not alone in testimonial things. We've got ProArgi9 has made difference for others, just like Milo Bernstead. We're going to watch Milo.
Hi, my name's Milo Bernstead. I run into the ProArgi9 product the end of December 2012 at a trade show in Regina. I noticed a plaque that said, lower your blood pressure in 90 days or your money back. At that time, the doctor had increased my blood pressure medication to 3 pills. I had injured my leg in June. She had me on anti-inflammatories and my leg hadn't gone down. I started on this product middle of December, and within 3 days, the inflammation in my leg left. I took a blood test, went to the doctor. She lowered me from 3 blood pressure pills down to 1 pill. A week later, my blood pressure was 112 over 63, and my pharmacist suggested I would cut that pill in half. So I'm now on 1/2 a pill. The doctor took me off my cholesterol medication, and I didn't know that my feet had gone cold. But after a month on this product, they warmed up, which was very happy for me. My neuropathy and my leg also went away. And on July 19th, to my surprise, my doctor said I'm no longer diabetic. She took me off my medication. Now, the interesting part is my doctor and my pharmacist are now both on ProArgi9.
Wow. Both the doctor and the pharmacist are on ProArgi9. Well, it's time to wrap up right now. I want to do a review on ProArgi9 Plus and the significance. First of all, it's a game changer. I have never seen a supplement that has so many positive effects on the health challenges that we have today. Number 2, it is recognized in the PDR as the world's best. And I want to tell you right now, the most important thing you've heard all night long has been that it's in the PDR. Now, what am I talking about? I think it's really important to take a little step back and look at this. I'm talking about the highway of life, our circulatory system, our blood vessels. ProArgi9 Plus takes care of us from head to toe. And as you watched tonight in some of the videos, you saw that ProArgi9 Plus relaxes the blood vessels, decreases plaque, decreases blood pressure, and decreases cholesterol. That's the top 3 health concerns in America today. Now, one of the things that I found really important was that it's measurable. If you start taking this product, you can start with taking your blood pressure in the very beginning. You take your blood pressure once a month and see the progression that you have. And I tell people that after 3 months, go in and get a blood test and see where your cholesterol level. There's also many other things that the blood test will show, and you can go back and compare what you had before. Now, I'm pretty sure that I haven't mentioned this, but I think it's important. there's a 120-day test drive. Yes, that's 100% money-back guarantee. You can try ProArgi9 Plus for 120 days. I want to also tell you that when I heard that, I went, well, that's a no-brainer. And I'm taking the product, and I've been taking it for over a year now. But since then, I have started to really realize all the people around me aren't feeling well. What made it really important to me is I found that ProArgi9 Plus is as gentle as an apple. So if you are taking blood pressure medicine or cholesterol medicine, take ProArgi9 Plus along with it. Of course, tell your doctor what you're doing, but over time, what we have seen is that you will be reduced. Some of your statin products could be reduced, just like Milo and just like Skip. A lot of people over a period of time get off their medication. I'm going to let you look at Dan Austin. I got to give you all the background on Dan. Dan Austin is a critical care nurse at the High Desert Heart Institute, and he's going to comment on this 90-day study, and it was specifically using ProArgi9 Plus. I want to tell you about these patients. These patients had reached the end of what medical science could do for them. In fact, some of them were on the heart transplant list. Folks, they were at the end of the rope.
Well, it was interesting because the majority of patients were already my patients in the congestive heart failure clinic, and then there were other patients that were referred to me by Dr. Siva as the study started to unwind. And what I also saw was in a 90-day time period, my very, very sick patients, did extremely well. And we had a cross section of different type of patients with congestive heart failure. We had patients that had pulmonary arterial hypertension. We had patients that had malignant hypertension. They were requiring multiple medications to be used. We had patients, diabetics with small vessel disease that had peripheral vascular compromise. We had a whole array of patients under the atherosclerotic or congestive or coronary artery disease umbrella. And across the board, we saw results for every type of patients and their own disease process.
Have you ever seen anything like those kinds of results from this kind of a single application of one product?
No. I have been doing, like I say, I've been doing critical care nursing, for 22 years, and I have never been associated, with one single product that has had such a profound effect health-wise, for so many different diseases. Because at the end of the study, Dr. Siva and I had sat down and we started looking at the different patient population and who benefited the most, you might say. As you may know, diabetes, a very insidious disease. I think it's going to be one of the disease processes that's going to have a biggest burden on our healthcare system. That patient population and also the patient population with pulmonary arterial hypertension benefited extremely well. We had patients that we actually took down from a WHO class 4 down to a WHO class 2, which is extremely interesting when you work with a disease process that gets progressively worse with time. We actually reverse that process. Now, in that light right there, it has now come to a point where if anyone that gets referred over to the clinic, that has the new signs and symptoms of pulmonary arterial hypertension, whatever their etiology may be, we are going to make the recommendation that we introduced the ProArgi9 Plus, initially as the first line of treatment.
Thanks, Dan, Kevin, and Skip. In a final review here, if you have any questions you'd like to ask, please feel free to put them in the chat area, and we'll gladly answer those at the very end. Okay. And a quick review here, what I see. Let me give you a testimony about both myself and my wife. I started on the product back in April timeframe. And I have diabetes, have had it since I was in my mid-20s. I'll turn 60 here in November. I was starting to feel that neuropathy in the bottom of my feet, where you're starting to lose a little bit of that feeling, that sensation. Well, about 2 months after I started taking ProArgi9 Plus, it suddenly, or I should say gradually came back. It was so it's a gradual thing. I really didn't notice it until one day I'd stepped on something. I was like, oh, and I realized I no longer had that neuropathy in my feet. It was completely gone. It was never really, really bad, but I was starting to feel it. I'm just glad that we got to that position with that. I'm also have a heart condition I've had. It's congenital. And I'm on a lot of different heart meds as well. Well, a lot of those have been cut way, way back. One, for example, Corig, I've had to cut that back 4 times because my blood pressure was doing really, really well. And that's the reason you take Corig, is to drop that blood pressure. And mine was doing really well without it. So I'm down to taking minuscule amounts of that now. And hopefully within a little bit of time here, I'll be completely off that drug as well. And then a couple other drugs I'm completely off of. So for me, it made a dramatic, more than I expected impact. And I did not get in for my health. I got in because of the business opportunity with that PDR and everything else. And I'm a finance guy, so you can pardon me for that. And then my wife, she's always had high blood pressure. And I started going out with her when I was 15 years old playing Babe Ruth baseball. And we've never broken up for a day since then. But she's always, even then, she had high blood pressure. And now her blood pressure has come down. It's been the lowest it's ever been in her life. And she takes ProArgi9 every single evening when I take mine. I take mine twice a day. She takes it once a day. And we have tremendous benefits from that. Moving on to a couple other things. We have people on the call here all the way from New Jersey to California and everywhere in between. And we're very excited to have you online with us here today. And we're looking forward to working together with you. But let me end it with this analogy. When we talk about building a distribution network, that's what we're really doing here. If you look at what Sam Walton did with Walmart, right? And when Dan was talking on the video there, he was talking about 2,000 business away from you can still make money. Well, what did Sam Walton do? He just built a huge distribution network. He does not manufacture one product, folks. Stop and think about it. Walmart does not manufacture anything. Okay, all they do is created a distribution system. That's exactly what we're doing with a unique product that Walmart doesn't even carry. So we're very excited about that. And when they talk about critical mass, when you understand what that critical mass is, we're in the beginning stages of this business here, especially in North America. It's literally, we got 5,000 people. We have 180 some million people that live in this country. There's a tremendous amount of people that need the product. And there's a lot of people that are looking for a business opportunity with something unique, something that's a game changer like we have, both on the product side and the company side, and our personal organization is a game changer for us. So we're really excited about that. And I'd like to wrap up, and just so that everybody, if you do have a question, please put it in there. We will answer anything right away. I do not see any questions. So hopefully that means we did a great job explaining this, and you are either interested in the business side or in the product side. Now, if it's just the product side, that's okay. We have a special program where you can actually buy it at our cost. And there's no markup on it at all. You buy at our cost, same price we pay for it, you pay for it. And if it's the business side, just get with the person that invited you, and we'll be back a day on that side of the business as well. So we're excited to have you online with us tonight, and we look forward to doing business with you in the future. God bless, and have a great evening.